for Daleks. The Daleks. Muppets Invade Manhattan. Daleks and Muppets.
Yeah. So I did the two Dalek stories, Evolution of Daleks and Daleks in Manhattan, where I got a line.
Got a line? Go on.
So my arm's injured because I've been burnt by the Daleks, yeah. And
in fact, a Whooverville inhabitant, weren't you?
Yeah. She does my arm up. She says, "Oh, you know, make sure Freeman. Make sure you put, you know, you keep." I don't know. She says something to me, and I just get up in my best American accent because I spent all morning practicing it. I go, "Thanks." Put my hat on and walk off.
And then when you saw the episode,
you know those dogs that go sausages. They got one of those that goes, "Thanks," and put it over my voice. Yeah. So, but that was really scary because I was actually on set. It was all night. It was like a week in the night. It was raining. It was up to our knees in mud and dirt and rubbish. And then, you know, there's a point where we're all standing there, and even though the Dalek is just a cardboard Dalek on a stick, Nick's still there doing the voice. And it was quite scary because you had David shouting, you know, "Kill me, kill me!" We'd just been attacked by a bunch of pig people who just came running into the village. And it was like, I'm standing there thinking, oh my God, you can watch stuff on TV, but you can't beat this. I'm actually standing here, the doctor's saving me from the cardboard Dalek. Pigmen all around. It was just the feeling I just cannot ever express. But as a Who fan, it was. As a Who fan, to me that was the ultimate. It could never be that.
So that was it for Doctor Who?
No.
You've been on again?
You know I've been on.
Tell us more.
What else did I do?
That was the Freeman series. But yeah, no, of course you were. You were on Torchwood.
Yeah, Shakespeare Code.
Shakespeare Code. Oh, Shakespeare Code. From which you became
a trading card.
You were a Battles in Time card.
My friends didn't believe it was me because I was still working at Morrison's, and I got a phone call saying, "John, can you do Dr. Who tomorrow?" "Yeah." "Do you mind shaving your goatee beard off?" "Okay." So I drive home that night, shave my beard off. I get into work the next day, they put me in a costume, and they go, "Cool, you look good with the goatee beard." So they stick one on, and my friends didn't believe it was me. And then, of course, a few months later, the magazine comes out, and I get that really nice picture in the magazine, the actual, you know,
Oh, in DWR?
Yeah. And then the card came out, so it's me.
Yeah, so if you are a collector of Battles in Times cards, if you look for Shakespearean actor, that's Ernest Warren here as his own relative. Rather impressive. It's right at the beginning of
It is. No, it's near the end because it's Love Labour's One, isn't it?
That's right.
They're all back to the final play and Love Labour's One. Then you hear my trumpet playing across London town. And then, but Phil Collins actually came up to me and he goes, "Oh, can you just play anything?" I said, "What do you mean play anything?" "Oh, just play anything on the trumpet." I said, "I don't play the trumpet." So he's like, "They've booked an extra to play a trumpet who doesn't play a trumpet, I'm afraid." So I just had to sit there and pretend.
You did very well.
Thanks.
So it was then turned after that.
What was it?
The more for that?
Yeah, the Ood one.
The Ood one?
You
were one of Mr. Halpin's guests.
One of the representatives.
The representatives he was trying to flog Oods to.
We were Ood buying.
You were a slave trader?
Yes. You all died in that one, and David didn't save us in that one.
No, it was rubbish, man. I failed to save it.
Yeah, but it was funny because you go on set and you expect Catherine Tate to be really outgoing and jolly and lovely and funny, and you expect David to be quite reserved. But on the Ood one, that was the first time I met Catherine Tate, and she was really quite reserved and quiet. It's only when they go action when she suddenly turns into, you know, Catherine Tate. And David, between takes, was standing on those little Ood pods, going, "I'm your private dancer." Completely different to what you see on the television.
Turn that. So you were one of the New Year's Eve parties?
Yeah, in the pub. So the guy comes running in saying,
Christmas Eve party.
That's it. There's a big star outside. And that, to me, the wettest day ever in my life, ever. It rained. It just rained and rained and rained. And it just didn't stop. So we're all out there looking at this invisible star with these umbrellas. And it just wasn't stopping. So they just said, right, umbrellas down. That was it, then we went.
And that was it for Doctor Who so far, wasn't it?
And Torchwood season 3.
Season 3 of Children of Earth.
Yeah, when they're trying to find John Barrowman's daughter and grandson, one of the nasty people in that little room. Well, actually, what we're doing in that little room, you know, the little room where we're kind of keeping an eye on David Tennant, on John Barrowman and everything. What we're really doing is looking at pictures of tractors that were in there for some really random reason. So when you see the background guys there walking around and talking to each other, what they're doing is going, I've got a nice tractor here if you want to swap it for your tractor picture. Yeah. Good tractor. So that's the truth of that one. And then Sarah Jane.
So you are an extractor fan?
An extractor fan. And Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane. Oh, sorry. Sarah Jane. You have Sarah Jane?
Yes.
Which one were you on Sarah Jane?
I don't know.
I've lost.
It was when she went back in time, and she went back to meet her mum and dad.
Oh, yeah.
And Graham Harper knows me from Hoovers. So he kept saying, John, I've got the perfect role for you. I'm like, yeah, right, you're going to get wet today. Yeah, right. And I didn't really believe him. And then we did this scene that takes place later, and he goes, John, you just stay here, you're not in this, your last scene of the day. I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what he's talking about. Thought he was making it up. Sure enough, last scene of the day was dump the teacher. So, and they really did. Dump the teacher twice. And I keep getting naked on Doctor Who. I did that New Earth, and the water, you know, do you remember the bit, when we're in the lift, and David's got the securities, he's got his nice hot water, if he's an actor. We're just extras. And they go, just act as if it hurts. It was so cold. We're going, it's not acting. But it was seriously so cold that I'm wearing a nightie and a pair of pants. And I'm going blue, so I'm like, just taking, I didn't care who was there. And there's Billy and David and the crew, so they just get it off, and I'm just in my pants for David and Billy. And of course, on Torchwood, when I'm dead Eugene, in my pants again. And then on that Sarah Jane, I'd done that bit in the water, and there's 50 people in the field, and the costume going, oh, take this off, take that off, take your socks off. Do you want to take your pants off? No. That's it, naked on picture.
Alright, let's talk a bit about some of the other series.
Okay.
I think we should start with Sherlock, actually.
Okay.
Because that's the thing at the moment, and you were in all 4 episodes.
Yes. Yes.
That's what you were in Sherlock.
Okay. Well, we did the pilot about a year and a half ago, and it was at the same time I was filming the film, the Sherlock Holmes film. So we'd done some of that in London, we'd done some in Kent, we'd done some in Manchester, and then they said, John, can you do Sherlock in Cardiff? I assumed it was the same show. And I went down there, and we were sharing a set with Doctor Who actually, when they were doing the tunnel scene for the bus, for the Planet of the Dead. But I was on Sherlock. And that's when I realised it was a completely different show altogether, and not the movie. So we just did the scene where they're at the ambulance at the end, and he's got his blanket on, and it was supposed to be done in one single shot, and it was just going to be one shot, the whole end sequence, one camera move, no cuts. But every single time we did it, something would go wrong. So I was a copper there.
You were a city banker in the second episode, weren't you?
City banker, and then on the same episode, they show his house, and there I am strolling past his house.
People would have gone, that's that banker, he must be looking for something.
That's a good bit of banking acting though, did you see the banking acting?
Banking acting, yeah, it's good.
It's the same face, I only have one face. Really, it's the shocked face.
So did you get a chance to talk to fellow Doctor Who fan Mark Gatiss or Stephen Moffat?
Not Stephen, but Mark I did a couple of times. In London, when we did Sherlock, because the house in London really is in London, whereas the rest of it is pretty much Cardiff. So the flat, inside the flat is Cardiff, but as soon as they come through the door, you're in London. So we were doing all the walking backwards outside the house, and Mark was there. So I went up to Mark and said, you know, hello, look, John, I'm just a big fan of Doctor Who. And that's all I wanted to say. But, you know, because I didn't want to push it. But we must have chatted for about an hour. And I won't tell you, because I'll let him tell you what he said, but he told me all the advantages of being a Doctor Who writer that he gave.
You apologised for the comments.
No, that was the next episode in Cardiff, Victory of the Daleks had been on, and on the Saturday, and I was there on the Monday, and Mark was in the queue waiting for his lunch, and I stood behind him. So I just went, up to him and said, "Oh, I really enjoyed Doctor Who Saturday," and he goes, "Oh, thank you. Look, it wasn't my fault. The Daleks weren't my fault. I didn't design them. I didn't want the humps on them." I was just saying it was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Right, being human, because that's, again,
I've not watched it, Steve.
No, okay, but tell us about what you did. You were a postman.
I was a postman. At the beginning of an episode, some girl from Doctor Who comes up to me and says, "Oh, I'm a ghost, I want to be a postman." That would be her. And we walk along and she's just talking to me and all I have to do is ignore her, which is great because normally that's what actors do to me, so it was nice to be a bit like that. And they asked me to do it again the other week. I couldn't do it, unfortunately, so...
And Survivors, now not so sadly gone.
Oh, there's not so sad.
Not so sadly.
Oh, I was really enjoying that show.
You don't watch these things,
I watch Survivors, I love Survivors. Spent 8 days in a mine, and every day you go to work, you put your best scruffies on, their scruffies, and they've got this like cream with black stuff in it, and they put it all over your face, in your hair, in your ears, around your neck, nasty. And then you spend the whole day in a mine, or if you're out of the mine, you had a bag on your head. And then you go home every night, spending the whole evening trying to scrub it out so there's not ants on you, so that when the makeup girl sees you the next day, she thinks you're clean, just so she can just fill your ears up again with all this black. But the worst thing was, did 8 days on that, and I don't think I even saw me. Not really. Except with a bag on my head.
Okay. What else do we need to do?
Everything.
Tell us some more, John. We forgot.
No, nothing. There's nothing you'd be interested in. I do everything. So I spent a lot of time on Holby. I play in the anaesthetist on Holby. So that's quite lucrative money wise. Oh, I had one this week, which was just so funny with Matt Lucas. It's called Come Fly With Me. It's on Christmas Day and it's just funny.
Brilliant, so we'll look forward to that Christmas.
Okay.
Bear in mind, anytime we're watching television, anytime we're watching British drama, Doctor Who or whatever, just look out for, make a point of like, look out for Mr. John Walker.
Yay!